What if I told you Elon Musk has a secret way of solving problems that's so effective, it's almost unnerving? Not a strategy, not a life hack, a rule. One he follows so religiously, it might be the reason Tesla didn't go bankrupt, SpaceX didn't explode, literally, and why he seems to get more done in a day than most people do in a month. The craziest part? It only takes 1 hour. But no one talks about it like they should, because this rule isn't flashy. It's not motivational poster material. It's quiet, ruthless. And once you understand it, you'll never look at time the same way again. This is the story of the Elon Musk 1 hour rule, and how it might just change the way you work, live, and think forever. Let's rewind the clock. It's 2018. Tesla is on the verge of collapse. The world is watching. The Model 3, the car that was supposed to change everything, is behind schedule. Analysts are doubting. The stock is falling. Factories are failing. Inside Tesla's Fremont facility, tensions are boiling. Engineers are exhausted. Managers are burned out. Deadlines are slipping like sand through a sieve. Investors are getting nervous. Some are jumping ship. And in the middle of all this chaos, Elon Musk is sleeping on the floor. Not in an office. Not in a hotel. On the factory floor, wrapped in a sleeping bag next to robots and conveyor belts. Grease on his face. Wires in his hands. A billion-dollar company held together by stress, steel, and one man's refusal to quit. This isn't a PR stunt. It's desperation. And then something happens. One night, as the team faces yet another mechanical problem, something about a bottleneck in the production line, a senior engineer recommends scheduling a meeting to figure out how to fix it. It's protocol. It's what companies do. Elon looks at him. He doesn't blink, doesn't nod, doesn't take a breath. Instead, he asks a question. Can we solve this in an hour? There's silence. The engineer shifts, unsure how to answer. Musk doesn't wait. He's already moving, calling people, grabbing tools, walking the floor with a flashlight and a notebook. He bypasses management, bypasses red tape, bypasses fear. 57 minutes later, the problem is solved. And that was the moment the 1 hour rule became more than just an idea. It became a law, a personal law. One Musk would use to run not one, but 5 companies, each working on things that most people would consider science fiction. So what is the 1 hour rule? It's exactly what it sounds like. If a problem can be solved in 1 hour, do it now. Not later, not tomorrow, not next week after 3 meetings and 12 emails. Now. Because if it can be solved in an hour, every minute you delay is just unnecessary friction. Every delay is wasted energy. It's a weapon, a mental algorithm, a direct assault on procrastination, indecision, and corporate sludge. And it works. Musk uses it everywhere. At SpaceX, he skips hierarchies. If a technician knows more than a VP, Musk talks to the technician. If there's a design issue, he jumps into the engineering team, even if he's in the middle of another crisis. At Neuralink, if a prototype fails, he doesn't ask for a report. He asks for a fix. Right then, right there, within the hour. At Twitter, now X, he's infamous for making decisions at lightning speed. Whether you agree with them or not is beside the point. The speed at which he operates is unlike anything corporate culture is used to. He doesn't wait for consensus. He doesn't run things up the chain. He breaks the chain. And here's the wildest part. This rule doesn't require money. It doesn't require intelligence. It just requires willingness. The willingness to act before your fear has time to build a case. So let's talk about you. Think for a second. What have you been putting off? That awkward email? The gym session? That idea that's been rattling in your head for months? You've told yourself it's not the right time. That you'll get to it soon. But ask yourself this. Could you make real progress on it in 1 hour? If the answer is yes, then why haven't you? The 1 hour rule is like a spotlight. It shines a brutal light on excuses. You either act or you admit to yourself that you're waiting for something that might never come. More energy, more confidence, more clarity. But what if those things only show up after you act? That's the paradox Elon Musk lives in. action creates momentum. Momentum creates clarity. And clarity creates results. Now let's go deeper. Why does this work so well? Because most decisions don't fail from being wrong. They fail from being too slow. The world moves fast. Technology moves faster. The people who win aren't always the smartest. They're the fastest at solving the right problems. The 1 hour rule forces decisions into motion. It collapses the feedback loop. Instead of planning the perfect move, you make the best move you can now and adapt. It's startup thinking applied to every part of life. And it's not just about solving problems. It's about stopping them from growing. Because small issues, when left alone, grow teeth. A tiny miscommunication becomes resentment. A minor bug becomes a crash. A bit of clutter becomes chaos. But when you attack it fast, within the hour, you stop the bleeding. You build confidence. You get faster, sharper, bolder. Of course, this rule has limits. Not every problem can or should be rushed. There are times when patience is needed, when rest is critical, when silence is louder than action. Even Elon Musk, for all his intensity, has admitted he walks the line between genius and madness. He's talked openly about mental strain, about loneliness, about working to the edge of collapse. The 1 hour rule isn't a life. It's a lens, a tool. You wield it when it counts, but you don't live inside it forever. Because the goal isn't to rush through life. The goal is to remove the friction that stops you from doing what matters most. And if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. The things you delay out of fear are often the things that would change your life the most if you just spent one focused hour on them today. So here's your challenge. Just one thing. That one thing. You know the one. That project you keep meaning to start. That email you've reread 10 times but haven't answered. That idea collecting dust in the back of your mind like a book you keep telling yourself you'll read. Someday. Well, guess what? Someday isn't on the calendar. But today is. So here's the rule. It's simple. It's powerful. It might just change everything. The 1 hour rule. Pick one thing, just one. Give it 1 hour of your time. No distractions. No scrolling. No just checking your inbox. No waiting until you're in the mood. No trying to make it perfect. Just start. Set a timer. Breathe. And go. Because one focused hour is a small ask, but it creates big momentum. It's like cracking open a door you thought was locked. It's like lighting a match in a dark room. You suddenly see possibility. And when you do come back, because I know you will, drop a comment. Tell us what you tackled. Tell us what shifted, inside or out. Tell us what 1 hour made possible. Because when you start living by the 1 hour rule, you stop living in the later, the maybe, the when I have time. And you start living in the now, where progress actually happens. So what's waiting for your hour? Thanks for watching. If this video lit a spark, if it nudged your mindset, even just a little, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want more inspiration, more stories, more real-life momentum makers, subscribe. There's so much more coming your way. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and never underestimate what you can do in just 1 hour.